And we are live! Finally, we are live! Hello everyone! What do you think? Snazzy new webcam! Kinda. I kind of figured out how to fix up the old iPhone that some of the older videos used to be filmed on to hook it up to OBS. And wow, that is really glitchy. I hope that fixes itself later on because it's literally the first time. Hang on, what? Echo? Echo? What's going on? Is there an echo happening? Oh god, I really hope this isn't. Hang on a minute. I think the iPhone might be... Is there a way to get rid of that? Hang on, let's see. I'll see if I can just... I think I know what's going on here. Let's see if I can fix this blasted thing. No. How do I turn off... How the hell do I turn off the iPhone microphone? Hang on. There we go, that should fix it. Yes! Finally back. See, I essentially figured out a way to hook up the old iPhone that the old videos used to be filmed on into this whole thing. And thank God for that. It finally works. Okay, I'm assuming the echo is finally gone at this point. Yay. Okay, so that's all fixed. Phew! So essentially, as I was saying, for the 5th time at this point, I don't want to spend money on a new webcam, so essentially, I assume, you know, just use what I've already got around the house. And why the hell is the... I'll see if maybe changing the quality on that... There we go. Maybe that helps a bit? Kinda, not really. I guess I'll just have to go with the aliasing, whatever. With the kind of glitches there, it'll have to be there. I wish there was a way around it, but whatever. Gave it my best shot. Yeah. So, this is a bit of an interesting situation. Pokemon. I do really like the franchise in concept. I definitely grew up with this series, like many people my age did. Started off with... I guess, had I started off earlier, I probably would have started off with Gen 3, but my family was a little bit strict in terms of video games until... Yeah, can't be worse than that other stream. We don't talk about that other stream. Yeah, essentially, my family was a bit strict in terms of video games, so eventually I did get into Pokemon, but by that point it was Gen 4. I loved Gen 4. Gen 4 was just creme de la creme video games at the time. Like, you kind of had to be there because it was a, you know, the Pokemon craze was nuts back then. I don't know if it's really the same these days, but whatever the case, just you couldn't go 2 centimeters without seeing something Pokemon related. And Gen 4 was just the talk of the town, the system seller. Back then, someone could say, yes, I bought a DS for Pokemon, and you could kind of get where they were coming from. These days with Sword and Shield, I still hear people saying, oh, I just bought that for Pokemon, and I'm kind of thinking, really? You share a platform with Xenoblade? Oh, God. But, yeah. I loved Gen 5. Gen 6 is where I bailed, because at that point, something just seemed off about the franchise. Just, I don't know what was going on. The art style, the lack of content post-game, everything just felt slower and less punchy than the original games. The art style, Gen 5 gang represent, yeah, Gen 5 was a great generation. I really disliked Gen 6, and at that point I just said, no, not doing it again until they improve. Gen 7 comes around, no improvements. Gen 8 comes around, no improvements. So I'm still here. I'm still hoping to get back into this franchise when they reach that level of quality I'm kind of comfortable with, but at this point they haven't really done that. Now what's this? Now go and see something that's Pokemon related. I can't read that because of, well, when it was up there. Rank every generation. I'm not sure about ranking every generation. It's difficult considering I've only really played a few. I guess my favorite would definitely be Gen 4. Then probably Gen 5 below that. And then Gen 6 below that, because those are the only 3 generations I've played. Those generations counting the remakes of the previous ones. The last Pokemon game I really, really enjoyed was Heart Gold. No, it was Soul Silver. Yeah, I had Soul Silver. I bought that after I got Gen 6 second hand, and then I played it on a trip to Melbourne, and I just loved it. Just the depth of content in it. It was truly amazing, and since then, I haven't really gotten that from Pokemon, except Mystery Dungeon. We're actually talking about my favorite Pokemon games, Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, Darkness in the Sky. That is the creme de la creme. Forget about the mainline series games. None of them make a man cry. Explorers of Time, Darkness in the Sky, that makes a man cry. Absolutely. It's just a absolutely amazing thing. Fave Mon would be Giratina. I love his design. I think the origin form specifically, that is a fucking sweet design. I guess my fave non-legendary might be the difficult, though. It's been a while since I've been into it. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what beyond that. That's just on the favourite one. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to expect from this. I mean, it's about half an hour, 15 minutes for one game, 15 minutes for the other. I don't think they're going to announce anything else. It's extremely unlikely. But on the off chance that they do, you know what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for Mystery Dungeon. Again, seriously doubt it, but... And yeah, someone, can't be worse than the Fan First Friday. God, that was a fun stream to go through, but it was so boring. Like, I'm glad I did it, because it's just for the memes, but... Jesus Christ, I have never sat down for a stream that was so bad. Someone brought up that the Pokemon Unite announcement was pretty bad, but... Nah! At least that was only 15 minutes. The Fan First Friday was 45 of just fluff. And I mean, Pokemon Unite's free to play, but probably not on the level of whatever that mobile game was. Christ. Any favorite battles throughout the series? I never really liked the battle mechanics. It was more the exploration and the design and the landscapes. The battles in Pokemon were never really that crazy. Oh, I didn't realize Paper Plane was here. Hey Plane, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, 5 times as many dislikes as likes on I think it's on Fan First Friday? I'd imagine it is. Let me check. Allow me to check. Let me take a look. That's the good thing about using the iPhone. I can still keep this going. Fan First Friday Hasbro. Let's take a look. What? No, what the hell? 1k likes and 221 dislikes? What the fuck? Let's see, I don't know, it's probably a bit difficult to show. You can't see it on camera, but... Like, that is not enough dislikes for that. How excited are you for Legacy? Incredibly excited. There is so much shit happening. So much shit happening that I am down for. I've always loved the G1 Motormaster design, even as a kid, just watching the old G1 stuff. So if there's any gestalt that I wanted them to redo, it was Motormaster. Especially after that abysmal Combiner Wars attempt. Like, Christ. Yeah. Yeah, what else in Legacy? Dragon Megatron's going to be great. The one I'm a bit concerned about, probably the G2 Optimus Prime. I'm not sure a lot of people in this chat have handled an original Generation 2 Optimus Prime or an adjacent like RID Scourge. That mold is basically perfect, save for lack of thigh swivels. It is a truly amazing mold on its own, and I don't think an update could fix it. It's just... I don't really see the point in it. I mean, it'll be good to have a G2 Leader Class Optimus Prime. I'll probably buy it, probably enjoy it, but the original is a masterpiece. And I don't mean in the sense that, masterpiece level. It's just one of the best Leader Class toys ever put out. It feels like, aside from the lack of thigh swivels again, which you might think is annoying, but in practice it's not, it hasn't aged a day from the 90s when the mold first came out. Robots in Disguise Scourge just blows every other leader class at the time out of the water, and so many leader class figures today. Just chunky, fun. The G2 Optimus Prime is a completely new mold aside from the legs, which is basically what the Siege Prime did again. SS86 Retool Knockouts. SS86 Retool Knockouts? What? What could they use that out of? Like, why do they turn... Like, you're talking about Prime Knockout, right? What could they retool that out of? Jazz wouldn't work. Nah, I'd imagine if they're going to do Knockout, it'd probably be in original molds, because that is a highly sought after design by Prime fans. Prime fans have been starved of Knockout toys. It's the super rare, super terrible original Prime mold. And that's it. I don't even think you got in the first edition. I don't know. SS86 Jazz Retool, how could they do a Knockout out of that? What would they do with the chest? That would have to be an extensive retool. I'm not buying that. I'm sorry, I'm not buying that. I mean, I didn't buy SS86's existence at first, though I thought it was just a big fake, but I guess not. A modern G2 Prime will not only have thigh swivels, but also be more readily available than the OG molds. Yeah, that's good. Look, I definitely think in concept it's great to have on the shelves. I just don't think it'll be as good as the original. I'm definitely buying it, because I've got RAD Scourge, and that'll be G2 Prime, so they don't really clash. But I just don't think it'll be as good. Yeah, the Dark Energon version, that's the one with the clear plastic rider. I've never been a fan of those clear plastic molds. Gee, funny how it's a Pokemon stream and we're all talking about Transformers. Oh, I guess that's to be expected. Yeah, I just have never liked clear plastic. Aside from the stability, you know, because clear plastic breaks under the sun, you leave it in the sun, it dries out and snaps. I just don't like the clear plastic aesthetic, it's just not my thing. Never has been. But, you know, I get that a lot of people like it. I think the last big clear plastic thing that the last clear plastic thing I got was that New Age sort of dead Starscream. And once I do a review, I'll probably get rid of it, but not before then. Probably no point before then. Yeah. So just almost 15 minutes to go. Tarantulas is going to be hard to find on release. Maybe. I mean, if you pre-order online, it's pretty easy. Like, a lot of people, they're still kind of stuck with the whole purchasing from stores, but if you're a Transformers fan, I feel you kind of got to move away from the purchasing in-store mentality. As much as I love supporting Aussie retail, they've been consistently getting this wrong for years by understocking and overstocking lines that just sit there instead, and stocking the wrong ones that sit on shelves for ages and ages, and ordering so much of one wave and then stocking the entire year with that one wave because they front-end all of their sales because that makes sense. At this point, I'm just so disillusioned with retail, I just don't get it. Deformation Space. Yeah, definitely getting the Deformation Space one, yeah. I don't know what nylon's like, but I'm willing to give it a shot in terms of nylon plastic. Yeah. Okay, almost 15 minutes left to go. So I guess I should go into my expectations on this whole thing about... I know a lot of people really dislike the art style of this game going in, and I'm not one of them. I think the art style looks much better than what the Pokemon Company's been doing for the past several years. I do not like the official art style. It's kind of got this corporate, lifeless feel to it, with blank eye expressions. Blank eye expressions. Give us your money. Look into our soul. Look into our soul. Blank eye expressions. It's just, I don't like that. I don't. I think the current Pokemon art style looks like shit, and I'm sorry to say it for those people who like it, but it just does not work for me at all. It just looks fugly. So this new art style, yeah, the hands are a little bit weird, but this super deformed art style is much more pleasant to look at, and yeah, not expecting this to be on the same level as some of the older games, because, you know, Pokemon, the jump to 3D's been a bit weird, but I'm hoping to enjoy this. Let's see, Pokemon based on the Drop Bear. No, I think people will be too terrified. They have to keep this game G-rated, so adding a Drop Bear Pokemon would just be far too terrifying for audiences. It would be horrendous. Live in America, and even stores online don't work in reference to Transformers specifically. That's why you don't buy from Target or from Walmart or whatever. You go to stores like Big Bad Toy Store, you go to stores like you know, I guess Robotoys in my instance. EB Games is doing very well at the moment in Australia. You can pre-order stock ahead of time, and it's a bit more expensive, but you know you're going to get it ahead of time. So if you're a patient like myself, it's fine. Or you get in the habit of ordering from overseas with a bunch of mates and saving on shipping. That's another thing to have. So just, you know, you kind of got to move away from that. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee had more life and soul than the past 3 generations. And meant to be a cheap region. Well, something about the art style of that just works. The thing that turned me off Let's Go was the gameplay. Just, I don't like that gameplay. I tolerate mainline Pokemon gameplay, but the Go system's just not for me. GameStop's been working. Yeah, I guess that could work. Josuke or Vaughn. I think Vaughn would get his ass kicked because there's a... not that great. God, can you... I'm still pissed off at the names of these remakes. You've got Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They just have to switch it around, and we could have had a JoJo reference name. So close. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. And they mucked up. What? Oh, I thought there was an ad playing in the background. Thank God. I pay for YouTube Red, and sometimes this thing doesn't really work with it. It's a bit weird. Alright, I haven't even talked about Legends Arceus yet, and we're on 15 minutes, 14 minutes left to go. I'm expecting this to actually be a shit show. Something about this feels off. I'm hoping this presentation will put my fears to rest, but... this thing... I just don't... I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I don't know, it's just... something about it looks weird. It's not just the frame rates. It seems like an asset flip game. Am I the only one getting that feeling? I got no clue. I got no fucking clue. Prime is the last good TF show. No, Cyberverse is great. The current Cyberverse show, yeah, the Cyberverse toys are complete and utter garbage, but the Cyberverse show, fantastic. Highly recommend. The first season's a bit mediocre. Second season's genuinely good. Third season, top tier, like legitimately fantastic. Favorite stand? That's a bit of a tough one. I don't know, let me think. I genuinely don't know what my favorite stand is, so I'm not really thinking about it at the moment. Yeah, Cyberverse is pretty good after the first season. Honestly, just, you can skip the first season. The first season is just a recap of everything that has happened in previous Transformers media. Although I will say, that whole thing about Optimus getting rid of the Allspark and having to come to terms with his actions is handled in the first season in flashbacks, and somehow handled better than War for Cybertron. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know how that's even possible, but apparently it's possible. Oh well. Okay, part 6 of JoJo. I cannot wait. I'm gonna binge that the day it comes out. Apparently it's all dropping at once, which is fan-fucking-tastic. That's gonna be some good shit. Cyberverse was pretty good for the... yeah, what else is there? Season 3 is goated. Interested in the deluxe slag in Cyberverse? Yes, I'm actually going to get that. Cheetor, I'm not so sure. Cheetor seems a bit wibbly. And I've been burned by some previous Cyberverse deluxes recently. So I skipped out on Soundwave. I really hated Grimlock, and I also really disliked the wolf one, I forget his name. So I'm just going to have to see... I'm probably going to skip Cheetor, but Slag looks good. Slag looks good. Based verse. Yeah, it's pretty much based verse. I'm not touching the brick ones like the Volcanicus and Hot Rod. Ultimates are so... that kind of large size class is so inconsistent. Started out pretty good with Ultimate Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Grimlock. They all had decent articulation and gimmicks that were really fun. Megatron was the most compromised. But then suddenly, the entire line just went... just fucking terrible. I don't know how the hell it got like that. You had something great, and then just something they cheaped out. Just really, really bad. I don't know. But then all of a sudden we had the what was it? It wasn't the... no, Andronic Geyser's Bumblebee. I forget the name of it. It was the one I did a review on. That kind of electronic Optimus Prime. That was really good. Bumblebee less so, but the Optimus Prime was really good. And then suddenly, down the gutter again. Just, how do they go from... They can do great Cyberverse toys, but I just feel they don't. Like, there are brief glimmers of hope in that line. I don't know. still pretty disappointed in it. And it's definitely justified with all the hate that it's getting. Like, yeah, it's good for kids, but don't forget that, like, kids can play with regular deluxe toys as well. Those are still great quality for them. Especially for the kind of show that Cyberverse is, where it's sort of mid-aged kids, not really young kids. I just feel it's a bit beneath what kids that age should be getting. At that point, I just give kids the War for Cybertron toys, but then again, the War for Cybertron show is pretty bad. Buzzworthy 2-pack when it was on clearance. Yeah, it's on clearance here in Australia as well. I think it went on clearance down to, I think, about $10, which was great. Now it's back up to just 20, so you're basically just getting Spike free as a free accessory. Which, you know, okay, it's fine. But I don't regret my purchase. It is pretty good. I feel it's overhated. If EA's and Blizzard's corporate headquarters turned to Megazords, who would win in a fight to death? Hopefully they'd actually just be both arrested for their criminal behaviors instead of just them fighting. But that's just what I hope. I don't know. Just a general hope that I have. Let's see. Yeah, stream seems to be going well enough. That's good. You're getting Origins Bumblebee? Yeah, I've got a mate, essentially, who orders stuff from, I think it's Singapore, this store called Robo, and he frequently orders in bulk for Australian collectors. I'm in it, I think a few of my mates have gone in on it as well. And he just orders them in bulk, and one of the figures was Origins Bumblebee, so I'm in on that. I'm actually going cycling with him a few days from now, and I think he's gonna bring in Shatterglass, Megatron, and Starscream, which is great. Thoughts on the buzzworthy 2-packs of B and Barry and Dropkick and B and Stinger? Nah, I'm not bothering with those. I have most of those toys already, and the ones that I don't have any interest in. It's good that people are getting some of these figures, because Stinger came out ages ago. But it's not really that worth it. The Worlds Collide pack, I am going to try and get. I just paid... Actually, no, what am I saying? I paid for it already. One of my mates already gave it to me. What am I doing? Wow, I must be really tired. Forgive me if I'm a bit tired. I'm still getting over the head cold. Not COVID, I finally got my results back today. Just head cold. And not to mention this idiot next door who keeps doing construction work at 7 AM in the morning, because apparently that's legal. I actually mean that seriously. It is legal, and it's really annoying. The Fossilizer Combiner. I really want the Fossilizer Combiner as well, but I want them to make a neon version of Wingfinger, so I have the whole neon thing. If I can't get a neon version, I just have to get the regular version, I will, but really want that one. Favorite deluxe figure? Tough one. I got a few. War for Cybertron High Moon Optimus Prime from 2010 is great. There's Titan's Return Trigger Happy, that's great. Siege Spinister's fantastic. Just a few. I don't have a specific favorite. Wait. Did I put Buck Mid Time in this playlist? Hang on. I didn't know that. Yeah, I put Buck Mid Time in this playlist. I had no clue. It hasn't popped up in a stream yet. Lol. I didn't even realize that. Favorite Kingdom figure? That's Air Razor. Definitely Air Razor. Just fantastically engineered, beautiful presentation, clean modes, both of them absolutely clean, brilliant in its simplicity, fan-fucking-tastic. There's not much I can really complain about that figure. I do hope this playing of this Yakuza song isn't an omen of what's to come. I'm a bit concerned that it's a bad omen. Oh, Good Omen's got a second season announcement. That's going to be great. That's going to be awesome. Do I like rhythm games? No, I do not. I just feel that they're not really my thing. At that point, if I'm going to learn a song, I'll just play it on an instrument instead of playing a rhythm game. There have been some I've liked. The Bit Trip series. I know there's a few others, but I can't remember. Okay. Yeah. A bit of a chill stream tonight. Nowhere near the viewership of the previous one, but it's fine. I'm just doing this for funsies. I'm not really worried about this. I guess it was not really Transformers theme, so... Is this a crossover episode? No, it's not a crossover episode. It's basically just me talking shit about Pokemon. I really want to get back into this franchise. I'm giving it ample opportunity to impress me. It's like John Malkovich's character in Dark of the Moon. Impress me. Impress me. Why is the red cup from the red floor here when we are on the yellow floor? Get it out of here. It is a visual and therefore visceral betrayal. Stop it. Thank you. Fucking anarchy in here. I love that. Just that scene's so bad. It's so bad that it's good. I love that scene. It's so terrible. God, Dark of the Moon has to be my favorite of the live action movies, just for the memes. It's just nostalgia. It hits me right in the feels. Just had its 10th anniversary recently, I think, around the same time that I did the Repro Labels video. Shooter games? No, I don't like shooter games at all. I mean, the Bumblebee movie is technically the best film that they've done in the live-action ones, but Dark of the Moon is my favourite. I don't like Age of Extinction. It feels like it's constantly talking down to me and just insulting me just by watching it. It's my least favourite. Rather watch Revenge of the Fallen, because at least I can laugh at it. Whereas Age of Extinction feels like it's laughing at me. Yeah, 2007 is probably the best film, but it's not really. I don't really feel much for it. It just feels less Transformery, but that's just my opinion. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for Dame Yo, Nano Yo to fucking stop, and then I'll switch over to Pokemon. Give me a second. Just a bit longer. Come on, hurry up! Finish this now! Come on! I gotta find the Pokemon stream anyway. Let us take a look. Huh? Where is it? Hang on. Almost done? I can't find this thing. Huh? Hang on. This is bizarre. Okay, now to pause that. And nah, let's take a look. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Here we are. I had to go looking for it. That is bizarre. Okay, so it's a YouTube premiere. That's why. Okay. Okay. Here we go then. Now we can get this to work. Okay, sorry, that was weird. So they're not doing a traditional... They're not doing a traditional thing there. So how the hell do I full screen this? Okay, well I guess I'll just blow that up. And hope for the best in a moment that I can make it go bigger. But right now, I don't think I can. So I'm just going to have to do it like that. That's bizarre that they're using a premiere format instead of just streaming it live. Huh. Yeah, favorite Pokemon. I've already said it earlier in the stream. Giratina. Just love the origin form design. Oh, and yeah, no, thanks for being in the thanks for being in the Starscream video, Firebite. Thanks for being there. Yeah, I love collaborating with mates. It's a fun time, fun time. And yes, Firebite and I are a part of this upcoming Abridged series. I don't know how the hell I got a part of that, but whatever. I guess it's a thing. I suppose it's a thing. This is interesting. Okay, so maybe once it starts premiering, I can actually full screen it. So right now, I can't fucking full screen it because it's gonna use the YouTube Dun 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 dun. That fucking 2-minute thing for the premiere. I hate it when they do that. Especially when I do my own premieres. Like, just start the video at the time. Don't waste everyone's time with this 2-minute bullshit. No one likes that. Just start on time. No one wants to listen to your royalty-free nonsense that you just put in there just to pad for time. No one wants that. You said it's starting at 11, which it is now. Just do it. Just do it. There we go. And here we go. Not this. This is dumb. I gotta interact with it. Full screen. Oh. Come on. There we are. Finally. That took way longer than it should have. That looks ugly. I'm sorry, but that just looks way uglier than it used to. That just, ugh. I do not like that design at all. Just, ouch. This kind of graphic they've got going on here with YouTube. Jesus, I think I like the old one better. This is just bad. Christ. Didn't think they could make the, Didn't think they could make... Yeah, I didn't think they could make the Premiere logo any worse. I find myself stuttering when I have the headphones on, sadly. It's a bit annoying. Whatever, it is what it is. So... And this nonsense, I think in future I'll have something that pushes across there to maybe make it look a bit better. And wow, that whole... It looks like the, we're getting the glitches again. Guess I've got to keep this nice and straight so this doesn't happen. Which is pretty annoying, but there's not really much I can do in this situation. Unless I just, do that. Maybe that'll just free up some space on the computer. Yeah, that seems to free it up if I just have that out. Is this a new YouTube Premiere? Yeah, essentially they're using the YouTube Premiere format instead of the live stream format like Nintendo Direct does, which seems bonkers to me. But whatever. Let's see. Let's maybe turn this up just a wee bit.
Hello everyone. I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. Today, I'm happy to
Hello there!
our latest updates.
General Kenobi! I don't know why I thought of that.
We'd like to share some news about Pokemon's first strategic team battle.
Fuck off. I don't want to... Can you not, please? You just had an entire thing for this, what, about a week ago? Can you not? Yeah, let's turn this up a little bit. That should probably be a bit better now.
In anticipation of the mobile version launch, pre-registration has begun today on the App Store and Google Play Store. Nintendo Switch and mobile device users can play together.
I'll see if that works a bit better. I guess I can use this time to calibrate the audio, because no one gives a shit about this. Okay, let me know if you can hear this better now, because I can't hear what it's like on the other end. It doesn't really work like that.
Campaign happening now. We hope you'll all pre-register.
Yeah, it's looking like it's a bit better at this point, but I think it might be a bit louder than my voice. Is it? I don't know. I'm not paying attention to any of this. I reckon this thing's gonna crash and burn in like a few months. I don't see it sticking around.
The Unite license can
whatever.
also be used in the mobile version by linking accounts.
I don't know how pay to win this is. People are saying, oh, finally, it's not as bad as it is, but often a lot of people who say that these things aren't pay to win are so far deep in this that they're kind of oblivious to that sort of thing. So only if you kind of take a step back and see these whole practices as bullshit to begin with, you can actually take things at face value. The only thing that the only thing I like about it is Gardevoir, well, you can literally just go on DeviantArt and see Gardevoir there. If you catch my drift. It's like, no need to play the game like this. Competing against Dota and League of Legends, well, it's not competing against League of Legends, because no one's competing against League of Legends, because League of Legends doesn't exist. This one? Really? Well, I guess if they're announcing more of these stuff, they might
Cafe
actually
Mix
be
is getting
announcing
a
maybe
revamp.
Mystery Dungeon at some
And
point.
with it, a new
Unlikely,
title.
but if they're going to give other games a
Pokemon
shout,
Cafe
there might be
Remix.
something cool that I like here.
The puzzles have been refreshed.
Yes,
with
I'm well aware that
addition
the voice
of
is
new
only on
elements
one
in
side of the
which you can
headphones.
mix,
I'm
link,
well
and
aware that
pause
it's
puzzle
not
icons.
great, but I can't really get this streaming set up to work well. I'm sorry that it's like this. Hoping to get a bit better when I move into the new place. But that's actually why the format will change on the channel,
There will be
because of
tons of Pokemon
moving
new to Pokemon Cafe
when COVID
Remix
dies down,
and
I
new
suppose.
dress-up options. You'll also find more ways of growing and developing your staff.
I have heard
Pokemon,
nothing
so
about this game.
renewed puzzle game is sure to
I
be
mean, it
something
looks
that can
neat.
be
Not my kind
enjoyed
of
for
thing, but
years to
it looks
come.
neat. It's just kind of...
Pokemon Cafe Remix
There.
will open its doors
Seems like a
this fall.
placeholder thing, like, hey, we got Pokemon stuff coming out that you can enjoy elsewhere. This again? I don't hear anyone talking about this, aside from the fact that ProZD is in it. Just... okay, I suppose. Get the
Pokemon
mobile
Masters
stuff out of the
DX
way.
Celebrates its 2-year anniversary.
Yay! Gotcha Hell! Welcome to Gotcha Hell!
Dynamaxing
Welcome to
is
Gotcha
here.
Hell!
Sigma
Doggo's doing
Leon
very well. I
has
just took him for
arrived,
a
and
walk
he's partnered
before
up
the
with
stream.
Eternatus.
He's doing very well at the
Team up
moment.
with brothers Leon and
Ah.
Mark to face Eternatus in the legendary event
This
currently underway.
just... You're literally just paying money to potentially get 3D
To
models.
celebrate the
I guess it's
2-year
slightly better than
anniversary of
JPEGs,
Pokemon
but
Masters EX,
how do
players
people
will
get into
the
this
chance
shit?
to scout up to 100
I know people who've gotten
figures
out
at
of
no
it, and
cost.
they actually had...
Plus, 3 different
these
legendary
games are
events
scary. I know
returning
people
at
who've gone to
once,
rehab over
meaning
shit like
players
this.
can team up with 3
Like, it is
legendary Pokemon.
genuinely scary. What the dog doing? Probably sleeping, I think.
And will be returning in a special outfit as part of a Master Sync pair. And in his Pokemon
Just why
are
you-
able to target all opponents with their
Again, it
attacks.
seems like wasted
Look
time. I
forward
don't
to
know if
seeing
anyone
N as
who
well as
came
other
into the
2-year
stream actually
anniversary
cares about
sync
this.
pairs soon.
Seems like a running theme at the moment, but at least this is only half an hour or 20 minutes as opposed
Then,
to
starting
45
in September,
minutes. And
a new story arc unfolds.
not as bad as Fan
Villainous
First Friday.
organizations are
Nothing is
stirring
as bad
the
as
smoke
Fan
the
First
story
Friday.
takes a darker
Thank
turn.
fuck for that.
You won't want to miss it. We have plenty of other events and exciting content planned as well. So come join
Well.
us in celebration of this special anniversary. Also, if you log into the game,
Nobody cares. Sorry, if I'm not caring what's on the screen, I'm at least gonna meme. Sorry if you happen to like this thing, but this kind of stuff terrifies me. Does the game still exists? Okay.
Pokemon Go, which is celebrating its 5th
Azur
anniversary.
Lane, I've heard
will
mixed
have
things
Pokemon
about
that
that.
were first discovered in the Galar region appearing in the wild. The
Yeah.
Ultra Unlock Part 3 Sword and Shield event
Yeah,
will
great.
begin
So
on
you're doing
August
Pokemon
20th,
Go in the middle of COVID
2021
where people
at
have to
10
go
a.m.
outside.
local
Yeah,
time.
great job.
Players can look forward to seeing
Great job.
Wooloo,
I can't imagine this
Squirtle,
game
and
survived
Phalanx
COVID
during
of
the
all
event.
things. That is
The legendary
surprising.
Pokemon Zacian and
Couldn't be worse than
Zamazenta
Fan
will
First
also
Friday.
be appearing in 5-star
Yep, I guess so.
raids. It seems
The
that
Rainbow
the sudden
Rocket
appearance of
storyline?
Pokemon
I don't
originally
know.
discovered in the Galar region
know
has
what's going on
something to
here.
do with the mischievous tricks of a certain mythical Pokemon.
Beats
Be
me.
sure to take
I've
part
never
in
played
these
Sun
events and
Moon,
discover the
or
truth
Ultra Sun and
behind
Ultra
these
Moon.
curious
Never.
appearances.
I was out of Pokemon at that
Your
point, so
adventures
I've
in the
got
real
no
world will
context
only
as to what that
continue
is.
to grow in Pokemon
Yeah, real
Go.
world, when the outside is quarantined. Like, I'm not allowed to move 5 kilometers from my house. That's just the law. Okay. You
Next
done?
up, we have some news about
done?
the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon
Here
Shiny
we go.
Pearl.
Let's take a look. Impress me. Nice. 3D renders. Nice, I suppose. I can never get into these 3D renders. Just kind of show us gameplay. Come on, mate. Like, Smash does it well, but, yeah, well. Here we go. We're gonna get gameplay now? Here we go. Wait, hang on. Is this even... No, it's not even in full screen. Stupid. I'm an idiot. There we are. Ooh, now that's looking... Oh, that's good. They've got a depth of field similar to the Zelda style. The, Link Between Worlds. Nice. Oh, here we go. Wait, hang on. That's not the... They're just using placeholder music. Is this placeholder music? Come on. Okay, I'm really liking the way it looks. I'm sorry if anyone hates this art style, but this is looking great. This is actually looking fantastic. Nice. Oh, they brought back the old sound effects too. I've never really liked the new ones. This is nice. This is nice. It's toyetic, yes. Definitely toyetic, but it's good. I like this. Like am I seeing so far? Yeah. Yeah, a feature I'm probably never gonna use. Looking nice, I guess. Ah, customization, that's always neat. These art styles just look so adorable. I just love the chibis, they're just so cute. Okay. Oh, they brought this back. I remember this. I guess it's a rhythm game now? Okay. Okay, I guess. What was it? Yeah, it was the contests. That was it. Secret bases! Hell yeah! This mechanic I loved as a kid. Genuinely. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I know it's... I like that thing. But yeah, that I liked. Yeah, that's hitting me back in the memories. And damn, they've got some wonderful art direction going on here. Oh, they're changing it. Okay. Was that the bases? Did they have multiple base layouts with different underground sections? Okay. Here we go. I don't think they're using the music from the game, though. Why are they using placeholder music, though? That's what I want to know. I don't know why they're using placeholder music, because the music in the original game was one of the highlights. One of the best soundtracks they've done. But yeah, I'm really digging the way this looks. Had Sword and Shield looked like this, I might have been more inclined to play it. That's nice. I dig this. Like, legitimately, I really dig this. Like, seriously. Now, the question is, are the cutscenes just going to be moving models, or... Okay, renders, okay. Yeah, you're going to show renders that aren't in the game. Can you show what they actually look like in the game, please? No? Okay. Okay, I guess. MIDI? You had to use MIDI? You couldn't do live orchestra like Xenoblade? Come on, man. Come on.
The release of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl
can't win them all, I suppose. I don't know, I've always had a bit of a gripe against MIDI compositions and remasters and remakes. If you're going to redo it, like, give it that richness, that full sounds that's there.
After 15 years,
that's just me, though.
Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl have been reborn.
Yeah, see how the lighting's changed on this, and they've added that depth of field effect. It's looking much more like the style in Link's Awakening, the remake of that. And I really like that style, although the depth of field effect did have a few issues here and there with the frame rates, but this is looking decent. It's not as hard in that style, this is good.
As you strive to complete your Pokédex. Along with your partner
and I'm digging the backgrounds they've got around it as well. Like, you compare some of these backgrounds to some of the ones in Sword and Shield, and the depth they've got there. Yeah, it's still just random areas, but that's not something I ever really got angry at. Classic Doom music was done in MIDI, yes, but that was kind of electronic. I feel if you're going for an orchestral vibe, doing it with a live orchestra, it really gives it that extra depth. That's why I loved the remastered soundtrack in Xenoblade. Well, that's just me. Actually, listening to some of this now, it's sounding a bit better.
He hones his skills as a Pokemon trainer.
Not bad. I guess maybe the menu thing was just not as good as the other ones. I don't know. Maybe it's just personal bias.
Mark is one of the gym leaders you'll take on during your journey. He uses Rock-type Pokemon.
I used to use one of the jazz versions of this from Insane in the Rain on the channel back before Carlos said, "No, stop using it, stop using it." And I'm like, okay. That was one of the reasons for the format change as well. I'm not allowed... Carlos asked that people stop using it, so kind of had to oblige with that.
She's a mysterious person who shows up at many points along your journey.
I think it's pretty cool. I don't get people's obsession with her, but she's pretty cool.
Gameplay features from Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl.
Apparently they removed the game corner with the slot machines, but that was like probably one of the most boring parts of the original, and you know, don't want to have kids gambling, although removing the gambling corner from the video game but keeping the mobile gacha games, which are essentially gambling, does seem like a bit of a bit of a
Apparently,
double standard
the
there.
Pokemon that appear
Oh, I
in
forgot
the
the word double
Pokemon
standard for a
hideaways
second there.
will
Christ.
change depending on which statues you have placed in your
I
secret
don't know.
base. It seems that some of the Pokemon living in the Sinnoh region can only be found in this place. So be sure to fully explore the grand
It looks like they're
underground
bringing
spread
the
out
underground
beneath
stuff.
the
They're doing
surface
more
of
stuff with
Sinnoh.
it, which I do appreciate. Bring some nice new features to
You can
this.
use the
And this
stickers
sticker stuff,
on your
nah, I'm
adventure
not going
to
to bother with it.
customize the effects that appear when Pokemon spring out of
Ooh.
Pokeballs.
Hey, it's the transformation
such as
song.
confetti or fireworks. By collecting stickers at various locations along your journey and decorating with them, you can make your Pokemon battles even more fun.
I miss the transformation song.
One new feature
Poke
that was
labels.
not
Yeah, I think there
available
weren't
in
some
Pokemon
previous
Diamond
games,
and
but
Pokemon Pearl
I don't really
is
bother.
the ability to change your
Yeah, I miss that
outfit.
transformation
Wear
song,
your
but
favorite
it's
styles
a shame I
on
can't
your
use it anymore, but
adventure.
oh well. Here's what it is.
In super contest shows, your Pokemon
Wow, this
can
soundtrack's
dance to the
actually
rhythm of
bringing
the
back...
music,
Now that I'm
try
hearing
to
a bit
show off
more
the
of it, and it's
contest
kind of
booth,
going for that
and aim for a
dainty feel that
successful
the...
show.
Yeah, this is taking a lot of
Collaborate
cues
with your
from
partner
the Link's
Pokemon to
Awakening
really
remake. A
work
lot
out
of
the crowd.
cues. And I dig it. I actually dig it.
In the Union Room, this release allows you to use not
Seriously.
only local communication, but also online communication to interact with trainers all
Yeah,
over the world.
even
in
the
real
full-size
time.
trainer models,
Please
with their
enjoy
art style,
battles
it is
and
leagues
Pokemon
above
trades
Sword and
with
Shield.
many other trainers.
Like, seriously. This is leagues above...
Walk around with any of the
Oh,
Pokemon
they
that
brought
appear
that
in your
back! I know
games.
some people are going to be
Enjoy
really
the
happy
journey
about
through
this.
Sinnoh together with your
But-
partner Pokemon.
Yeah, actually, you know what? On second thoughts, I think this soundtrack's doing a lot better.
Encounters with all kinds of people and Pokemon and the mystery
Yeah, this is
behind
good.
Sinnoh's myths
I'm actually
await
digging
you.
this. I wasn't fully on board with this earlier, but
We hope you
seeing
look
the way this is
forward to
handled,
starting an exciting adventure
actually
with new
good, like,
gameplay features in the
without a
Sinnoh
shred of
region.
sarcasm. This is the first time I've been genuinely excited for a Pokemon game since maybe X and Y. And that game disappointed. I'm hoping this doesn't disappoint, but
Please wait just a bit longer for
Actually-
the start of your adventure.
wow, I might actually go out and pre-order that now. I don't know,
that's
but
not all.
I might. I
A
might.
special Nintendo Switch Lite Dialga and Palkia Edition
Light?
will also be released to celebrate
Light?
the launch of these games.
I mean, I guess it makes sense given the handheld
This
nature of it,
special
but...
Nintendo Switch Lite is dressed up with art of the
It's just
legendary
grey.
Pokemon Dialga and Palkia.
Okay, it's not for
bringing
me,
to
but...
mind the special Nintendo
Oh,
DS
well,
Lite
it just
Onyx
seems a bit pointless to
Dialga
me.
and Palkia Edition that was released back in 2006.
Oh, well, I
to
guess
align
it's
with
cool.
the original
It's
game's
not my
launch.
thing.
It will be available to purchase beginning November
I'm digging
5th,
it.
2020.
They've got me on board.
Look forward to it.
They've genuinely got me on board with this. I wasn't expecting
Next,
that, but...
we have some
kudos.
information for you about the Pokemon Legends Arceus game.
Wow, they're
which is
really
being
moving through
developed
this.
by Game
If
Freak.
they're moving through this really quickly, there might be something at the end that's quite surprising. Not counting on it, but no. So in Transformers Sword and Shield... Nah. Sword and Shield is essentially... Sword and Shield is Cyberverse, and this is Kingdom. Gen 5 favorite? I think Gen 5 was probably the most technically sound. I just... personal preference. That's all. But yeah. I really dig this. Is it still jittering or is it my stream? Is it jittering or is it me? I'm really going for that Breath of the Wild's vibe. Hang on. I have to check it later to see if the jittering's on my end, but... yeah, this is... So essentially they're copying Zelda in both senses. The remakes are copying Link's Awakening, and this one's copying Breath of the Wild. And you know what? It's fine, sure. You're allowed to copy, you know, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Definitely looking better. Definitely looking much better. I guess the argument of, oh hey, it's in development, it's going to look better later on, does actually apply to this. Oh, lighting's also way better. Yep. Breath of the Wild Pokemon Edition. That's literally all I can say about this. Literally. And that's okay. I know people are going to write off this game for that very reason, but I think it works. This seems like the kind of game that my mate... I got a mate who used to be in the same workplace as me, but he moved up north, and I don't think he's watching this at the moment, but this is the exact kind of game he was asking for. And I know a lot of people have been asking for that as well, where they revamp the whole thing, where they bring it into the AAA experience thing. And as long as this game's not light on content, which it could be, then yeah, ooh, okay. Already more mobility options than Breath of the Wild. That's a plus. Nice. I can imagine some people are just frothing at the mouth over this, but you know, I'm looking at this and thinking, huh, neat. This is genuinely good. Yeah. That's 2 for 2 at the moment, aside from all the mobile bullshit before, but nice, nice. I know some people are saying, oh, this Pokemon's there, that Pokemon's there, fantastic, but I'm just looking at it and seeing decent. Hasn't this blood point been used already, where it's kind of like... Hang on, this seems... Where have I seen this plot point before? The virus in Monster Hunter, yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's basically Pokemon meets Breath of the Wild meets Monster Hunter. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind them copying. If they have to copy to make the games better, so be it. The Dark Souls of Pokemon. Oh, that's kind of neat, where it does a little spark when it does. That's neat. You know what? Actually, I've said it already, yeah. It's looking genuinely good. I think I'll have to vote with my wallet on this one. I checked out of the previous games because they weren't doing what I was hoping for. And now these games that I'm seeing here are doing exactly what I've been hoping for. So, absolute kudos. Oh. Okay, cutscenes. Those cutscenes are definitely pre-rendered. Okay. So if they've got pre-rendered cutscenes, is there going to be one at the start and one at the end, or is it going to be a proper story? I can't imagine it'll be a proper story given this is Game Freak, but... You have seen the plot in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I guess so. I think I finished Breath of the Wild soon.
At some of the elements introduced in the video.
Let's have a look.
Pokemon Legends Arceus is a brand new title.
Okay, so I think it was my one. So the frame jitters are on my end, not on this.
With RPG elements.
So it was very early when they showed the previous stuff.
Adventure takes place in a region known as Hisui.
I really like the way they've modified the art style for these two games and actually made it work better. That was my biggest complaint towards the series, surprisingly. I don't know why. The art style... I don't know why the art style was my biggest complaint, but it was. It's done really well here.
These different areas are home to a rich variety of Pokemon ecosystems. In the future, this land of Hisui will come to be known as the Sinnoh region.
This is really good.
An adventure with the goal of completing the first ever Pokedex.
Actually, come to think of it, you could probably pull on a Golden Kamui style adventure here, minus the gold hunting. I gotta get caught up on Golden Kamui. I fell off because I was watching with the family, and then they kind of didn't like it anymore. They said the series kind of changed. I really liked it, but they kind of didn't. It's not Sinnoh. It is Sinnoh, just thousands of years in the past, I think. Ancient Sinnoh. Yeah.
Researches Pokemon.
It's nice. What?
Professor Laventon's field of study is the ecology of Pokemon.
Already can see the plot twist. The Galaxy team is going to become Team Galactic years in the future, because of course they are.
He entrusts one of these Pokemon to you.
Yeah, Hokkaido. Yeah, that was a Sinnoh thing earlier.
Captain Silene is the leader of the Survey Corps. Though she may seem to treat you harshly, deep down she's your biggest supporter, and she watches over your progress with care.
This is totally going to become Galactic later on.
The entire Galaxy team. He's a
Survey Corps. Well, I mean, it's a common word in Japan, so just kind of got attached to Attack on Titan for that one thing.
When the commander recognizes your knack for Pokemon research, he allows you to join the team and has you work as a member of the Survey Corps.
I'm digging this.
The duty of the Survey Corps is to observe and catch Pokemon to shed light.
Now, one thing I'm concerned, is there going to be one hub area and then you just go out to random places, or are there going to be multiple cities? I don't want them to have Anthemitis, so to speak, or Anthemitis. Gotta keep it in frame of so you can't see it. You know where Anthem only had one hub city and then a bunch of unrelated shit going around there? I don't think this is going to be Anthem, but I just, you know, you gotta hold it to a certain standard. You can't just accept things because they're like the way they are.
You'll be vulnerable to attacks from wild Pokemon. Take too much damage from their attacks and you'll black out. So use caution when you're out doing your survey work. When your Pokemon
so it's like Metal Gear.
To rest up and recover. Once you've
I do
completed
wonder
a
why they're
survey
using
assignment,
similar
return to the
character
village and
designs
report
to
the results
the original. I
whoever
guess that's just for the sake of
requested the job.
nostalgia. It's weird. I think a lot more people are going to be excited for this over the Sinnoh remakes.
Pokemon
But I'm more
live
excited for
all
the
over
Sinnoh
place.
remakes.
Get close
This
to
one,
them and aim
I guess I'm not a
carefully,
big
then
Breath
throw
of the
a
Wild
Pokeball
buff.
to try to
I
catch
like
them.
the game, but it just wasn't the best thing on the planet.
You'll find that not all species of Pokemon react the same way when they spot you. For example, some Pokemon will immediately flee, so you'll want to hide in tall grass when you approach them.
I don't know.
Aggressive Pokemon, on the other hand,
Xeno
may
X had a
need to be
similar
weakened
issue.
in battle.
Yeah, I
There
haven't
are a
played
variety
enough of
tricks
that,
to catching
but I
them
have
all.
heard of that issue, and I don't want them doing this here. All you gotta do is put multiple places around there.
Throw a Pokeball containing one of your own Pokemon near a wild Pokemon and a battle will begin. You'll find that a single Pokemon may get to act multiple times in a row, depending on its
Is this
speed
turn-based,
stat
or is
and
it like
moves
a
that it
mix of
uses.
it?
You can also choose to have Pokemon use their moves in two different styles, Strong Style and Agile Style. Using
Hang
a
on,
move in the
this is
Strong Style will
similar
increase
to
the
the,
move's power, but the Pokemon's action speed will be lower.
Hang on.
Using a
This
move
is a
in the
remix
Agile
of the,
Style will decrease
Sinnoh
the move's
battle
power,
theme.
but the Pokemon's action speed
Wow,
will
they're
be
really
raised.
pulling the Sinnoh nostalgia for
The
this.
Strong Style will
Ah.
come handy when you see a chance to
I guess
end
that's
battle
kind of
with
neat, and
one
I
powerful
do think this
move.
sounds pretty neat,
While
but...
the Agile Style is great for situations where acting
So
multiple
yeah, semi-turn-based,
times in a row
okay.
will give your battle strategy a real boost. Use these different styles as the situation demands to gain the upper hand in battle.
Oh god, those mini trumpets, they do not sound good.
When you
Ouch.
report the results of your survey work to the professor, information will be
One
added
thing
to the
that Mini
Pokédex.
doesn't do well
You can advance your
are
research
horn
and fill in
sections,
more information
where the
by
woodwinds
doing
or
things like
grass. It's
catching
just one thing they
Pokemon,
just flat
seeing
out
them use certain moves
cannot get
multiple
right.
times, and more. Seek out and meet lots
well,
of
it
different
is what it is.
Pokemon to complete
Man, imagine if
that
every
Pokédex.
game went to the lengths of Mario Kart 8. That would be amazing,
Now,
just with the
we'd
big
like to
stuff like
introduce
that.
some of the Pokemon living in the rich, natural environments that are spread out across the
What's
Hisui
that one? I haven't
region.
seen that one.
This Pokemon with distinctive antlers is known as Weirdeer. Weirdeer evolves from a Stantler that has managed to live in the harsh natural environment of
So
the
is this like a
Hisui region.
new version of
It
this,
has
or is this a
strong
new
ties
Pokemon?
with the local people,
I got
and
no
it has
clue,
been
to be
treated
honest.
with great care and respect in this land since ancient times.
I
Garments
honestly
made
have
with the fur
no
shed
point of
from its
reference to
beard,
this.
tail, and
Last
legs
Pokemon
are
game I
highly
really got
prized
into
as
was,
warm winter clothing.
as I said, X and Y. Well, I got Y, but
This Pokemon is Basculegion. It can swim with great power. Basculin that live in the Hisui region can evolve into
Okay,
this Pokemon
so
if they become possessed
imagine
by
it's
the
a new
restless souls
evolution
of other
for
Basculin in their school that have perished
an
during
extinct
their journey
evolution.
upstream. This Pokemon gains
That's kinda
power from
depressing.
souls
I mean,
possessing
cool,
it,
but
letting it
depressing.
swim on and on without
An extinct
tiring.
evolution.
There are also Pokemon that can be
Well, I
found
guess they
living
were
in this
hunted too
land in
much.
forms that have adapted to the environment of the Hisui
Oh, who's a
region.
good boy?
This Pokemon
Who's a good
with its
boy?
great, majestic wings
God, I
is
swear,
the Hisui
Scout comes to
form
the door
of
now after
Braviary.
hearing that.
It comes to Hisui in the
God.
winter and can imbue its screeches with psychic power to generate shockwaves.
Hmm.
This Pokemon, which works with a partner, is the Hisuian form of Growlithe.
Ah, okay.
It is a very wary Pokemon and appears to protect its territory. Hisuian Growlithe's
That is adorable.
soft fur is an
That is
excellent
fucking
insulator,
adorable.
allowing it to stay active and lively even in this chilly land. The horn on its head is made of rock, but it breaks
Rock?
easily, so Hisuian
Okay, maybe
Growlithe
that's not
uses
so
it
adorable.
only when it'll have the greatest effect.
I thought that was floof.
The Pokemon Arceus holds the key to this story. But what connection does it have to your adventure? We hope you look
Okay, you can
forward
already
to
see
finding
in the
out on
cutscenes,
day
just from
when
that
you
one
can
thing with the
finally
facial
meet the people
expressions.
and Pokemon of the
Definitely
Hisui
putting
region for yourself.
lot forward. These kinds of big leaps should probably have been a few years ago, but yeah, it's not fluffy, it's rocky.
Those are the list of entries in the Pokemon series.
Now, given that this is a Pokemon Direct, I
Pre-orders
don't
for
think
Pokemon
there'll be
Legends
one more
Arceus,
thing.
Pokemon
but I
Blue
would
and
like
Diamond,
there to be.
and Pokemon
Definitely would
Shiny
like
Pearl
there to be.
will become available on
Still,
Nintendo eShop
I
after
don't wanna
this
be too.
broadcast.
Don't want to get my hopes up too much.
We'd also like to announce that support for these titles is planned to come to Pokemon Home.
I still hate that
Cloud
system
service
with the
for Nintendo
Pokemon
Switch
Hold
and compatible
Home.
mobile devices
I
in
just-
2022.
You're basically holding Pokemon hostage
Keep
with
an eye
that.
on our upcoming announcements for further details.
Especially since they can't be sent to the games and just left there anymore. Come on,
As
mates.
for the ranked
Come on.
battles that so many of you continue to enjoy, these will take place as before in Pokemon Sword
I've never
and
actually
Pokemon
played
Shield.
Pokemon Online
We
that
hope
much.
you all have fun
I'm a pretty shit
participating in
trainer.
the more
I'm pretty
competitive
shit at
play.
battling, so I've never actually done online.
Those are all the latest updates we can share with you today.
Yeah, that's it.
We hope you're looking forward to all the exciting Pokemon adventures.
Pokemon Directs don't really do the one more thing, much as I would like them to.
Thank you all for tuning in and watching.
Yeah, that was decent. That was, like, genuinely decent. Aside from the Pokemon, the mobile garbage. Yeah. Kudos. Fucking kudos. Anyway. So, if that's done, I'm going to put the music back on. I'll just put the music back on and then finish this. Oh, wait, bugger. No, no. Stop playing Scott the Woz. I love Scott the Woz, but don't play him in this thing. No. Hey, y'all. Scott here. Why don't you play him? Okay, I gotta find the actual thing. I gotta find the playlist. Let's take a look. Let us take a look. Please take a look. I'll get the music back on and I'll start chatting with everyone afterwards. Let's take a look. Come on. Jeez. Just slows to a halt after this whole thing. Come on, mate. Come on. Can you... Oh, there it was. There it was. Ah! Here we go. Christ, why is YouTube Studio being so bad? I just want to put some music on. Come on, please. Hello. Here we are. Okay. Let's take a look. There we go. Ready to go. And properties. Back to that. Switch back to that. And back to that. And wait, I gotta actually... Let's get the music back on. There we go. Good to go. Music should be playing soon, so... Yep. Oh, I wasn't even on. Whoops. That was stupid. So, that was genuinely good. The mobile stuff at the beginning, that was fluff. Didn't need it. Could have just been put in an article, much like most of the Fan First Friday nonsense. But for what it was good. Wait, am I a Doctor Who fan? Yes, I am a Doctor Who fan. And haven't seen it in a while because it's been off the air for a while. No. Mobile stuff at the beginning could have easily been skipped because most of the fans in on this franchise, the kind of people who are watching this kind of stream are looking for the core games. This was for investors? No, this game was for most of us, for fans. The Fan First Friday was just stupid, but this was a genuinely good presentation. First 5 minutes on mobile games could have been cut. Nothing would have changed. Good that it was only 5 minutes. Good that it was only 5 minutes. If it had been longer, would have started taking massive points off of that, but out of the way. Now, I don't think mobile games should be discussed in these sorts of presentations at all, because gambling, and I don't want that shit in here, but at least it was quick. And the Diamond Pearl remakes, actually good. Like, seriously, that was a genuinely good presentation. Like, they fixed the graphics a bit. The graphics have that depth of field effect. They look very professional, unlike the mainline Pokemon games lately. All the way from X and Y up to Sword and Shield, where they kind of look unfinished and really bad for the console they're on because Game Freak doesn't know how to develop things properly. These actually look professional. And they have a decent, proper art style to them instead of it being all over the place and wibbly wibbly. Properly done. So kudos to that. Gameplay is much of the same, but that's not the draw of the Pokemon. The draw of Pokemon are the locations, which still look great. I saw that the Flower Town, I forget the name of it. People were complaining that was looking pretty bad. Looks fan-fucking-tastic in this new one. Without a doubt. Brilliant. The things they're bringing back seem to have been revamped, especially the secret base mechanic. That's looking great. Plus you can have back battles down underground now, which is damn good. Now what I want to see is where you can go underground, and if you've unlocked an area, you can just go underground and pop back up at some point. Go underground and pop back up at some point. That's what I want to see, but I don't think it's going to happen. Especially because that would break the game at some point. But, you know, for what they're doing, damn good. One thing I'm a bit concerned about are the cutscenes, because it's interesting how they're going to proceed with those cutscenes in this art style. The cutscenes could be amazing, or they could be Sword and Shield. Because let's face it, in the original games, the cutscenes weren't that great. Like Gen 5 had some decent cutscenes using 3D and full motion video. Don't know about this one. But seems to be looking good so far. What else? I guess moving on to Legends Arceus. Yeah, it's derivative. I'm not going to deny that for a second. It's derivative as hell. But, for what we're getting, it's great. Like, it's derivative, but what it's being derivative of, they're good games, and they seem to understand the appeal of those games. The mobility in Breath of the Wild and the expansive locations, great. Done right here, instead of just a few field areas in Sword and Shield and just plain old unexplorable brick locations. Good. Great. Seem to be doing that well. Bit of Monster Hunter thrown in there for a bit of flavour. Fantastic. They're doing a good job with that. And I can't get as excited over Legends Arceus as some of the other games, but I can get reasonably excited because it definitely seems like a game I'm going to pick up now instead of skip. Legitimately, I thought the game was going to be a complete shit show, given what they showed us last time and how unfinished it was, but for the first time, when they've shown unfinished footage, it is actually unfinished. It's not what they intended to release later down the line. With the way they're doing things now, I'd love to see the absolute state of development on Sword and Shield. I'd love to see what happened with that led to such a game being released in such a state. I can't imagine that we'll ever find out because of how closed off they are, but yeah. I'm excited now. Genuinely excited. Can't say that about previous games, but I can say about this one. So kudos, I suppose. And I guess that's all I've got to say at this point. Might as well just end the stream now. No point waiting around. A pretty chill stream anyway. More like the Fan First Friday anyway. That was a much bigger one. Yeah, I suppose this channel's primarily about Transformers and anything else. YouTube's probably not going to show it to anyone. But that's fine. It's fine. It was different fun. That's all it needed to be. So, I guess the next stream is likely going to be the Star Saber stream. I mean, the Fan First Friday for Star Saber. It's probably going to be just as bad as the last Fan First Friday, but we can hope that it'll be a bit better. But who knows? Unless Nintendo announces a direct before that, or unless something else happens that stops me from streaming that, but I don't think anything will. So, for the few of you that did show up, thanks for popping in. Good to see you. And, I guess I gotta scrounge some cash up for these games when they come out. See you later.